All right. Hello, everyone. We are back again. Another week of chaos. I should probably start this. But anyways, welcome back to another episode of Paranormal. I was going to say the Paranormal Seekers, but whatever. It's who we are anyways. It's been a long week, and it's only Monday. All right.
Oh dear.
We are your hosts. I am Rachel with Harold, and we have...
Kaz with my boys, Chester and Spectre.
Fun time.
The end.
And that is the end of this episode.
Yeah,
because
exactly. I'm not touching you inappropriately there, Chester. I'm just turning on your thing so you can start talking.
I know, I gotta put mine on too. They're here with us this evening because of our topic, but we'll talk about that in a few seconds. There we go. I should probably... Is this turned up? Oh, there we go. There you go.
Oh, that's a good point. Did I turn you up?
Oh yeah. So anyways, what's new with us? What did we do this past weekend? Nothing.
Well, we had Mother's Day, so all of the
he said 3.
3.
Oh, 3 of them for the topic today.
Oh, yes, that's true.
You smart boy.
Oh.
Your soul is already mine.
And
excuse me.
We're off to a fantastic start this evening.
Thank you for listening. Okay. Would you guys just like to we'll just sit here if you like. It'd be nice not to have to do anything for once. Thank you for whoever just came through. And for the record, so even though this was going off and then this went off, they don't trigger each other. We had just the REM pod on before we actually decided to record. We had just the REM pod on. You do understand me. Thank you. We had just the REM pod on and it was already going off. So I don't know who or what is here. Spectre, of
I don't know
course.
either, but whoever is here is your soul is already mine. So whatever.
Harold, right out of the gate.
He's just something else.
Baby.
Because he knows what we're about to talk about. But yeah, anyways, Mother's Day was this past weekend. We did nothing. Well, some of us did some stuff for someone's birthday, which was going to the Oddities and Curiosity show, which definitely, if you haven't been, next time they come around, so next year, go. Unless you're going to the States, because that's where they're from pretty much. So they're in the States all the time. But yeah, it's definitely cool. Seth?
Who the heck is Seth?
No idea.
Hi, Seth. Oh, we're here. Thanks for listening. I understand you. We're here to help.
So your guys are doing really good today. Mine's just being
I know. Thanks, boys.
I can tell you more.
You can tell us more? Can someone light up the lights on the REM pod?
We're not going to get a single word in today.
I know. I mean, you're right on point with our whole topic, really. You're just kind of emphasizing what we got going on, but...
Miller.
Oh, Seth Miller? I'm on it. I'm on it. Cyanide? Seth Miller died of poisoning. Cyanide.
Paranoia.
I'm
Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you. We haven't even started yet.
We haven't even gotten to what the topic
Agatha.
actually
Hi,
is.
Agatha. Oh, Agatha, I need your last name. I know you're down the street from me. For sure.
I was going to say, we haven't even said what the topic is yet for tonight. We might as well just get right into it because I don't think we're going to be able to talk about anything else. Heal. Like heal. Heal. Because, yeah. Well, anyways, the topic tonight is haunted items and cursed objects. Chester and Spectre are acting like haunted items, and this one here is acting like a cursed object. So,
what was Seth's last name? Miller? Okay.
Miller. Miller.
Okay. Well, he's not. Maybe just. Ann Miller. Continue. I'm just looking at. I'm trying to find whoever that was.
Oh.
You are right next to me. And I
Or
love that you're right
Or
next
is
to me.
Seth or Agatha right next to you? Oh,
Yeah,
Agatha.
Agatha, are you next to me? I do need your last name, darling, because unless I know your last name, I can't look you up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's no Seth Miller there. Anyways,
All right.
today's topic, as we were saying, is haunted and cursed objects.
Yes.
Oh, yes? Who's
It's just
this?
it's just not going to work today. It literally, we are just going to be sidetracked every 5 minutes.
And it's funny because I was like, I'm not going to bring the REM pod. I'll just do the thing. And I was like, no, Albert?
Albert and Agatha?
Albert and Agatha. What's your last names? Oh, who knows? All right, let's begin.
Oh my gosh. All right. I guess I'll start.
Yes, I'm still looking.
We're gonna
these
go
guys
for the
up.
one that most people know. So we're gonna talk
Morris.
How many freaking names?
Albert Morris.
Holy-
Albert Morris.
Albert Morris. All right, hold on. I'm still looking up
I
Seth
told you. We're gonna.
Miller.
I haven't even started reading my notes here to everyone.
Ay, ay, ay.
It literally was just said, we're gonna start with the one almost everyone knows about, and then it was Morris.
Morris.
Can I
Morris.
help you?
Can I help you?
Dominant.
Oh.
No.
Well. Anyways, while you look that up, I'm gonna start. All right. So dim the lights. Grab your EMF meters or your snacks, because we don't judge. Because tonight we are cracking open one of the most infamous haunted objects in modern paranormal lore.
Holy cow.
Shit's just a flopping around over there.
Yeah, the ghost just flew across the room. Good grief.
Listen, we're talking about the Dybbuk box. Well, at least I'm talking about the Dybbuk box. Anyways. All right, so now, first things first. The term Dybbuk comes from Jewish folklore. So a Dybbuk is believed to be a restless, sometimes malicious spirit that clings, literally attaches itself to the living or to objects, not exactly the kind of house guest you want lingering around. So where did this particular box come from, you ask? Well, the story goes that
Aware of me.
You're aware of me.
We
Yes,
are.
we are.
So the story goes that the Dybbuk box first surfaced in the early 2000s.
It's a creature.
It's a creature.
It's
when a man named
It's
Kevin-
a creature.
frig, man. Why don't we just let these guys talk? But anyways, so it surfaced in the early 2000s when a man named Kevin Manis listed it for sale on eBay. According to Kevin, he purchased the cabinet, described as a small wine box, from an estate sale. The original owner was a Holocaust survivor who allegedly warned that the box housed a Dybbuk spirit. So naturally, he bought it anyways. Inside the box were some interesting items. So old coins, a lock of hair, a wine goblet, a dried rose, and a black iron candlestick holder. So nothing screamed in normal antique decor quite like that combo. It's pretty macabre. What'd you find?
Albert? Oh, never mind. I have an Albert Morrison.
Oh.
That's near you.
Ooh.
Many soldiers.
Many soldiers here? Were you just talking about soldiers?
No. Like a week ago. Well, not even a week ago. Anyways.
No, I thought you said anything. Carry on your story.
All right, so here's where things escalate with this Dybbuk box. Well, Kevin claimed that after bringing the box home, a series of disturbing events began. So nightmares, specifically the same recurring dream of a shadowy hag attacking him. His mother suffered a sudden stroke after opening the box.
Speak.
I am speaking. And electrical issues, strange smells like cat urine, and an overwhelming sense of dread. So, like any reasonable person would do, he sold it again
Of course.
on eBay without a warning. From there, the box passed through multiple owners, and guess what? The stories followed. More nightmares, more bad luck, and more something is not right here vibes. Eventually, the Dybbuk box landed in the hands of, who do you think?
Oh, we both know who it is.
Zach Baggins.
I've
who
actually
now
seen
keeps
it.
in his haunted museum because apparently cursed objects on display for the public is a totally chill idea. Because, we love that stuff. Anyways, the legend became so popular that it even inspired the horror film The Possession, which, like most based on a true story movie, takes a few creative liberties, like we know,
Mhm.
which is, why Rachel doesn't watch that shit. But here's where things get really interesting. And yes, and maybe a little controversial. In 2021, Kevin himself admitted walk forward. No, James
Forward and crash.
So in 2021, Kevin admitted himself that the Dybbuk box story was fictional.
Mhm.
A creative writing experiment that got wildly out of control. So what are we dealing with here then? A hoax? Something that created a belief? Or one of those situations where a story became so powerful it manifested into its own kind of energy, which what we call a poltergeist. Anyways, because let's be honest, whether the origins are real or not, people still report feeling uneasy around the box. And in the paranormal field, perception and experience matter just as much as origin stories.
Yeah. So I have seen the Dybbuk box. When I went to Vegas, I did the Zach Bagans Museum, which we've talked about it before. I actually was impressed. I think because I went in with absolutely no expectation. I thought it was going to be a joke. And it was actually well done. I'll give him kudos to that.
Mhm.
But the Dybbuk box is there, and I was just like, whatever. I don't know. I was underwhelmed. Like I don't believe in it. So but here it is now. Hello.
Stay out of the woods.
I will because I'm inside. So done. But yeah, I don't know. The Dybbuk box, I didn't really believe in all the bullshit.
It's
But
hard.
there we go.
It literally is just a box to me with some grapes on it.
Says me. Watch out, witchcraft. And it's funny that I'm like, I don't believe in the Dybbuk box as I sit here with two Chester dolls. and I'm like, oh my god, they're talking to us. Anyways, whatever.
They're more realistic because they have faces. That's exactly why.
This is true. And stuff's actually happening. I stood at the Dybbuk box and they're like, because it's
if yours is at the disco.
Oh my god, at the disco lights. Yeah, the Dybbuk box, it's just in a creepy room and they have salt all the way around it. And they're like, oh my god, the salt's moving and you can see fingerprints in the salt. And I'm like, from people touching it.
Get your fucking fingers out of it. Like,
yeah,
seriously.
I'm like, if I was looking at it and it did it, sure. But nothing happened. These guys are more active than the Dybbuk box.
Yeah, I believe it. Same, I don't know. And that's kind of like Robert the doll, not to disrespect him or anything, because I'm sure he's listening. And we'll do a whole episode on haunted dolls anyways. So
Oh, he scares me. Robert the doll scares Chester. So
oh boy. I don't know if he's as bad as I don't know. It's just I don't know. Like, I don't know. You've seen him in person.
I have.
Kind of, I don't know. I don't know.
It comes down to do you believe in superstition or not, really? Because that's what it is with Robert is are you willing to take the chance and not ask permission and not talk to him?
Yeah, because you kind of manifest things, right? You
That's 100%. Everything after that. So
are you thinking too much into it? Oh my god.
I know I am dead. Okay, well, I'm glad you know. Now we don't have to break the news.
Yeah.
So, as I always say, curses and hexes are only real if you believe them. If you believe they're real, then they're real. You always look for things to prove their existence. Whereas
Yeah.
if you don't believe in them, even if someone's like, hex you, you just be like, okay. And then if you don't believe it, then
What?
it doesn't matter.
What?
So I think the same is with the divot box. If you
Yeah.
believe that it is what it is, or with Robert the Doll, if you believe that, then it's true. Anyways, on that note, I'll go on to mine.
Okay.
Mine is the Myrtle's Plantation Mirror. So
Fond
built in
Fond memories here.
fond memories with Billy at the
William?
Myrtle's Plantation.
I'm sure
I
there was
don't
a
think
William.
there were not fun memories at this place.
Probably not for Billy.
No. If you don't know this place, you're not going to know really, because I'm not going to tell you too much about the history of it, but you should look it up because it's not nice. And I would actually love to go.
Me too. It's
Yes.
on my bucket list.
Yes, you shall. Can you please do something? Can you please turn the REM pod on?
Hit Kaz in the back of the head with that ghost pillow.
Oh, for the second time. Can you please turn the REM pod on? Just play with it.
Oh, I'm very shy.
Shall I do something? I'm very shy. Okay. Well, then I'll finish reading.
I own your soul anyway, so
I thought it just lit up. Okay. Built in 1796 in St. Francisville, Louisiana, the Myrtles Plantation is one of America's most famous historic homes. Often cited as an incredibly haunted site, it is equally known for its breathtaking antebellum architecture and the dark, complex history of the enslaved people who once worked its grounds. So it was established by General David Bradford.
Nice fair people.
Thank you. A lawyer who fled Pennsylvania after being wanted for treason for his role in the Whiskey Rebellion. The estate was originally called the Laurel Grove. It was later renamed the Myrtles by a subsequent owner, Ruffin Sterling. What a name. In the 1830s, due to the abundance of crappy myrtle trees on the property. Now, this is not crappy like they're shitty. Crappy, it's as in CRAPE. So maybe it's even just crap.
creep.
Can you affect us? I thought it was crepe too, but it's spelled whatever. Myrtle trees. It was named after the myrtle trees. Crappy or not crappy, they're on there. So the core story is tied to the Woodruff family deaths. So the Woodruffs were the second family to manage the Myrtles plantation. At that time, it was originally called the Laurel Grove. The legacy is defined by a mix of historical tragedy and famous paranormal folklore. So Clark Woodruff,
Normal.
what year is it?
It's paranormal.
It's 2026. I have to think about that for a second. Don't ask me at the end of the day on Monday what year it is. Or are you asking what year Woodruff
Maybe.
Clark looked after it? Well, and listen, I'm telling the story. Clark Woodruff, so born 1791 and died 1851. He was a prestigious lawyer. You already said that you'll affect me. Oh, it said we can affect you. And now he's just like, I'll affect you.
I'll take the credit.
Personal now. So a prestigious lawyer, judge, and plantation manager, originally from Connecticut, he took over the estate's management in 1817. Sarah Mathilda Bradford Woodruff, daughter of the original plantation owner, which would have been General David Bradford, she married Clark Woodruff in 1817. So that's when he would have taken over. The couple had 3 children, Cornelia Gale, James, and Mary Octavia. The Woodruff family suffered devastating rapid losses in the 1820s. So what?
Apparently we're related.
Okay. 1823, Sarah Mathilda passes away. In 1824, two of her children, walk forward. Now you're telling me to walk forward? If that says crash, we're over. 1824, two of the children, James and Cornelia, also died. In 1834, following the deaths, Clough Woodruff and his surviving daughter Mary moved to Covington, Louisiana, and the plantation was sold. So the legend says in the mid 1800s, there was an enslaved woman named Chloe who poisoned Sarah and the children by baking a toxic oleander cake. However, the historical records indicate that was ridiculous. Indicate the family died of yellow fever. Mirrors are traditionally covered after a death to prevent spirits from being trapped. According to the legend, the mirror located in the grand hallway was supposedly left uncovered after Sarah and the children's death, consequently trapping the souls of Sarah and her
Kelsey.
children.
And Kelsey.
And Kelsey. Poor Kelsey was just happened to be there that day. The mirror is reported to be an antique dating back to the 1800s. It has a very heavy wooden frame, which is original, but the glass has been replaced twice. The newest installation of the glass was in the 1980. So reports say handprints appear from inside the glass. Faces, often of children, are seen in the reflections, and cold spots and shadowy figures are often captured nearby. Walter, can you stop, please? Okay. I'm trying to read. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah.
So, in the 1940s, a photographer called Clarence John Laughlin claimed he saw a woman's face and small handprints appear in the mirror unexpectedly. However, there is no evidence of this story ever being true. Laughlin was famous for his haunted style photography of plantations, especially abandoned ones, but no picture of the mirror with ghosts ever exists from him. Beatrice.
It's Walter and Beatrice.
Most of the reports of the mirror being haunted come from the 1970s and onwards and have gained immense popularity as the plantation opened as a haunted attraction. Surprise, surprise. Okay. Good Lord. So many deaths tied to the story, like the poisoning of Chloe, are historically inaccurate. Any death records of anyone dying, Sarah and the children, it's actually reported that it was yellow fever. The handprints, Morris, again. Okay, we're on it. The handprints may come from aging mercury-backed glass, and where the deterioration creates, oh my God, patterns that resemble shapes, and then people, I can't think of the name of it because something is penetrating my head. What's it called? Pareidolia? And shit. That's right. Pareidolia is what is called when you see something that's not really there. So because of the way the mercury maybe is fading, it looks like handprints or the faces of kids. And then the plantation itself did experience real tragedy, disease, and at least one murder, which does fuel the reputations of hauntings. So people travel far and wide to go to that plantation, not just because of the mirror, but that mirror gets a lot of traction. And oh, for goodness sakes. And so a lot of people photograph it. And there are photographs out there with what looks like shadowy faces, handprints, blah, blah, blah. If you've ever gone on the tour or seen it, they always stop at the mirror and talk about it. Now handprints, blah, blah, blah. But is it, isn't it? I don't know. I'd still go.
He's freezing over here.
Oh,
It literally says freezing over here.
well, it's quite nice here. It's quite pleasant. So that's that one. And now I'm going to go find Beatrice and whatever their name is.
Walter and Beatrice Morris. Are you getting a whole family over there now?
I'm not getting Morris. Oh,
Hmm.
did I?
I wonder if it's a first name then.
Let me see if I got Morris.
Well, I will move on while you Google. So my next one, we're going to talk about the most famous and allegedly unluckiest gem in the world, which is...
Now it's Francis. I cannot believe how many names we're getting.
I know.
What did we unleash?
I got Patricia over here too.
Well,
Anyways, we're going to talk about the Hope Diamond.
can I just say something?
Yeah.
The one name we haven't got that we get all the freaking time is Ambrose. And there's an Ambrose Morris. I'm just saying. Near you. That's in Union Cemetery.
Oh, God.
Anyways, carry on.
All right. So we're going to talk about the Hope Diamond now. So now on the surface, it's stunning. A deep blue diamond weighing over 45 carats, currently sitting behind glass at the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History in the States. Millions of people walk past it every year thinking, wow, that's beautiful. And if you don't really know what it looks like, I'll post a picture, but it kind of reminds me of the Heart of
Death.
Yes, it reminds me of Black Death. No, at that time it probably felt like Black Death for them, but it reminds me of like the Heart of the Ocean in Titanic, the big heart necklace.
Yeah,
yes,
that's exactly what I thought it was.
Yeah, it's pretty much I think was designed after that. But anyways, but in a paranormal world, we're all thinking, yeah, but what did it cost? So legend says the diamond was originally mined in India, possibly stolen from a sacred statue of the Hindu goddess Sita. As the story goes, stealing it triggered a curse that would follow anyone who possessed it.
My throat?
Yeah. So now, is that historically proven? Not exactly, but that hasn't stopped the legend from building over centuries. So one of the earliest names tied to the diamond is King Louis. Oh, God. I'm assuming this is the 14th. Who had the stone cut into what became known as the French blue.
Do you believe we're real? I don't know. Set the REM pod off. Maybe.
Here.
Exactly.
Anyways, so fast forward a bit and things start going not so great. His successor, King Louis, I'm assuming this is the 50. I don't know. I don't know Roman numerals. I just know X is 10. And ones and I's are ones. But anyways, his wife, Marie Antoinette, both associated with the diamond, were executed during the French Revolution. Coincidence? Well, history says yes. The cursed crowd says no. Over the years, the diamond passed through several hands, and the stories just kept piling up. A merchant reportedly was torn apart by wild animals because, sure, why not escalate immediately? What was that?
Nothing. I was looking to see if there was another name.
Okay. Wealthy owners who lost fortunes and socialites. Big. And socialites who face scandal, tragedy, or mysterious death. So one of the most famous later owners.
They're still good here. That's good to know.
So one of the most famous later owners was Evelyn Walsh McLean, who fully embraced the idea that the diamond was cursed and still wore it constantly. While her life was a string of tragedies, financial ruin, personal loss, and heartbreak. So today, the Hope Diamond sits safely in the Smithsonian, and interestingly, no major curse-related disasters have been reported there. So that means either the curse has run out of steam, it only targets private owners, or it just doesn't like being watched by millions of tourists a year. So is it actually haunted? Well, there's no scientific evidence that the Hope Diamond is cursed or haunted. Most of the stories were likely exaggerated or straight. Big cross.
That was me moving that caused that to go flying across.
No. The stories were likely exaggerated or straight up invented to make the gem even more legendary. But the pattern of misfortune tied to its owners is just eerie enough to keep this legend alive. And in the paranormal world, once a story like that takes hold, it sticks.
Sure
Wind.
does. Like the wind.
Mine says big cross. Do you mean harm? I don't mean harm.
Yikes.
But anyways, that's the Hope Diamond. It's very pretty.
It is. And I thought the same thing. I'm like, didn't the old lady throw that in the ocean at the end of Titanic?
Now all I hear is Brittany.
Side note, I would have
But it's
fucking tossed that bitch in right after.
Yeah, just chuck that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Would you have been grateful if I had been like, go get it? Anyways,
Dive.
all right. Mine is the Busby Stoop chair. This wooden chair is allegedly cursed or haunted by its former owner. Anyone who sat in the chair supposedly died soon after. It's now displayed hanging on a wall in a museum to prevent anyone from accidentally sitting on it. In 1702, Thomas Busby, a petty criminal and counterfeiter. Sorry, I bored myself. I couldn't even stifle that. Oh, I've got to that age. Okay, 1702, Thomas Busby, a petty criminal and counterfeiter. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Thomas.
Great.
Brutally murdered his father-in-law, Daniel Orty, with a hammer. The fight was reportedly sparked by an argument over shared criminal activities, with one variation of the story claiming Orty sat in Busby's favorite chair. Busby was tried and sentenced to death by hanging. His body was dipped in tar and placed in a gibbet
Abandonment.
post outside his local inn in North Yorkshire. Legend states that on his way to the gallows, Busby was granted a final pint at the inn and cursed the chair, declaring that death would soon come to anyone who sat in it. The chair is a classic rustic wooden chair built primarily out of oak. According to legend, the chair could date back as far as the 1600s and early 1700s. However, modern furniture historians examined the piece and discovered its features are machine-turned
See, mine said kitchen.
spindles.
Mine said kitchen, and yours says
Oh,
don't go back there.
Don't go
to
back there. So because it had machine-turned spindles, which was a manufacturing technique not used until the 1840s, that meant the chair was likely constructed 130 years after Busby's execution. Dun, dun, dun. So, before the execution, Busby supposedly cursed his favorite chair, saying, "Anyone who sits in my chair will die." Over the next 3 centuries, locals blamed the chair for dozens of mysterious and fatal accidents. The legend gained widespread traction during the Second World War. So Canadian and British Army men from a nearby base frequented the pub. Why am I so tired? Who's draining me? Get out of here.
Mood. Mood.
Jeez. Locals claimed that the soldiers who would goad each other into sitting in the chair would never return from their bombing missions over mainland Europe. In the 1960s and 70s, several fatal accidents were attributed to the chair. Two Royal Air Force pilots sat in the chair and crashed their car into a tree hours later. A builder sat in the chair and fell through a roof that afternoon and died. And even a cleaning lady who tripped and fell into the chair later died of a brain tumor. The poor woman, she just accidentally lost her balance. No, you're dead too. After a delivery man sat in the chair while it was being stored in the pub cellar, he subsequently died in a truck crash that same day. And so the landlord was like, enough is enough. And in 1978, the terrified landlord donated the chair to the Thirsk Museum in North Yorkshire to ensure the curse would never claim another victim. The museum hung the chair on the wall, suspended high out of reach, and it is forbidden for anyone, including staff and maintenance, to ever touch or sit in it. Dun, dun, dun.
Like you can't like hold the leg of the
No,
chair?
when you see the picture of it, it's like
Yeah, I know
way
it's
up.
high. I've seen it high up on the wall. I've seen the pictures. Jeez.
I don't know. It sounds like it's just if
It
you
was
sit in
planned.
it. It sounds like you just sit in it, but no one wants to even risk. I mean, obviously they had to touch it to put it up there,
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say,
this,
how did they?
but I
like,
guess it's more
Like-
like if you just sit in the seat.
Jay says white gloves. Didn't fully touch it.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
I would probably just leave it anyways.
Doubtful. Very doubtful.
It'd be it'd be sitting right next
Be
to
like
those.
those church pews.
I was gonna say right next to those pews.
Maybe.
Jay even knew.
Footsteps follow.
Yeah. All right. Wow. I got 2 left on my list, and they're both paintings. But I'll talk about the one first,
Alright.
and the other one is on my wall. Anyways, so this one doesn't come from ancient folklore, royal curses, or mysterious estate sales. This one comes straight from the early days of the internet.
Nice.
And somehow it still manages to be one of the creepiest modern hauntings out there. So what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the painting that is called The Hands Resist Him. And this is like literally, if you've seen this painting and you know, it's fucking creepy looking.
Plan.
That's the plan.
He said it's a planned plan. Because he said planned and then plan.
Wilson. Oh, goodness sakes.
Anyways, so painted in 1972 by Bill Stonehand, the image shows a young boy standing beside a doll-like girl in front of a glass door. So behind that door are hands. Lots of hands.
What's it called again? The hand what?
The hands resist him.
That's right.
And these hands are pressed up against the glass like they're trying to get out. Totally
Do I
normal.
scare you?
No, but that painting does.
Painting's
Totally
weird.
normal childhood imagery, right? Mwah. Anyway, so fast forward to the year 2000. So 26 years ago. The painting shows up for sale on, you guessed it, eBay. Because back then Kijiji didn't exist.
No. eBay was the place to be.
I know, but this wasn't your typical listing. The seller claimed the painting was haunted. So according to the seller, the figures in the painting would move at night. The boy and doll would sometimes leave
Andrea.
the frame, Andrea. Security cameras allegedly captured. No shit. Andrea knocked. I didn't hear anything. Viewers reported feeling ill, dizzy, or overwhelmed just by looking at the image online. And here is the wild part.
Illegal.
Oh,
It was
it
illegal.
was illegal.
No. The listing went viral, surprisingly. Thousands of people viewed it, many claiming they experienced strange reactions, even through their computer screens.
Very, very careful.
Oh.
Don't
Anyways.
don't do it.
So the painting eventually sold for over $1,000, and its reputation only grew from there. So stories circulated about previous owners experiencing sudden illness, misfortune, and a general sense of being watched. The narrative of this became that the doll acted as a guide to whatever was behind the door, and the boy was caught between worlds. And those hands, well, some say they represented trapped souls
Disaster.
or disaster.
Guys, I
Um,
dropped the REM pod. It
Oh
was
my
a
God.
disaster. It
Uh,
was a disaster.
So those hands, while some say that they represent trapped souls, others say they represent opportunity or alternate realities, or they're just deeply unsettling artistic symbolisms. All right, so now here's where things kind of get grounded again. So Bill Stoneham himself did explain the meaning behind the painting.
Wait a second.
Hate.
Oh, it's hate.
Why does it sound like an old phone call?
I don't
What
hear
is going
anything
on?
because
You can't hear it?
I can't hear it going off because the system is set to take out any type of background noise.
I should just hang on. I'm going to take out my ear things. Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. But you still can't hear this going on?
No,
No, we can only see it. Can't hear it.
Have you not been able to hear it the whole night?
No.
no, because the program's got a thing on it that gets rid of the background noise.
I don't even know how to explain what's happening right now. It sounds like fuck, I don't even know. I can't even record it because it is my phone.
You can see the rhythm on it.
It's so bizarre, like emotional. It's like
I'm just-
diddly-dee, 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 diddly-dee.
Hold on. Filter out sound from your mic that isn't speech. No. It's still not letting me. What did that say? Believe in yourself.
Okay. I don't know
It's
if I
still
can.
11. I don't know. Weird. Anyways. All right.
Anyways, continue your story.
So Bill Stoneham himself, so the painter, the artist, has explained the meaning behind the painting. So the boy is a representation of his younger self.
It just said there's a little boy around you.
Oh, good. Yeah, he's right here.
Painting.
The glass door symbolizes the barrier between the waking world and the dream world. The doll is a guide into the alternate space, and the hands represent other lives or possibilities. So, from his perspective, it's symbolic and it's not supernatural. Oh, but the internet has other plans.
Of course.
Despite the explanation, the legend has stuck because this painting hit at the perfect time.
I'm sorry.
Apologies accepted. Early internet virality, chain emails, and urban legends, and people primed to believe something weird was happening. And once enough people feel something is off, well, that energy builds, and we get these crazy stories.
Yep.
The end.
Well, another crazy story about another crazy painting about another boy in a painting. Here we go. The crying boy painting. So the Crying Boy is a series of mass-produced prints from the 1950s and 60s. Pain. Featuring tearful children. The prints were rumored to cause fires in homes while remaining completely untouched by the flames. So the background information. Artist and origin. Painted by Bruno Amiardo, 1911 to 1981. Oh, you're on this one. A Spanish painter who worked under the pseudonym Giovanni Brogolini.
That's good.
It's
That's pretty good.
I know. Refuse to listen to me try and pronounce his name because it's Bragolin, not whatever I just said. Mine sounded better. Anyways, so while he was working in Venice, Italy, the series was created in the 1950s, 60s, gaining immense popularity post World War II in Europe, particularly the UK.
Wow.
Battle.
That's right, World War II. So the paintings show.
You feel me.
I don't feel you. Although I am getting a headache from the REM pod going crazy. The paintings show young orphans or impoverished children staring directly at the viewer with tears rolling down their faces. Who the fuck wants that in their home? I just would love to know. Let's just put it above the fireplace, darling. Mass produced. Oh my God. Here's an orphan crying while we eat our food.
Please leave.
No, please leave. Wow. So over 50,000 cheap copies were sold through grocery stores and department stores in the UK, making them a very common feature in many households. The Blazing Curse Report in 1985, a British tabloid, The Sun, ran stories starting September 5th, 1985, after a firefighter claimed that undamaged copies of the painting were frequently found in the rubble of homes destroyed by fire. Rumors suggested the painting... Your death was horrible. Rumors suggested the painting depicted an orphan named Don Bonillo, who was cursed, and he would cause the fires whenever he went or wherever he went until he died in a fire himself, and the spirit became trapped within the image.
Toys.
I like the toys.
Good drawer.
Thank you. Following reports of homeowners losing everything except their Crying Boy print, the Sun organized a bonfire and collected and got vengeance by collecting all the paintings on Halloween in 1985 and destroyed them in a fire to destroy the curse.
Dun, dun, dun.
Later, investigations, including that on the BBC's Hunt PI, suggested the prints were treated with a fire retardant varnish during the production, and that they were printed on compressed hardboard, both of which are resistant to burnings. So when homes burned, the strings holding the frames, satanic, the strings holding the frames often broke, leaving the paintings face down, protected even more, and therefore there was no curse. It was just simply that there was a flame retardant varnish on already pretty flame retardant. So people just burnt their, what did that bonfire look like then? All the paintings, and they didn't burn. It'd be crazy. Anyways, despite the curse being largely an urban legend, the items remain iconically fitting for any haunted artwork.
Take a photo.
So it's quite funny.
I did take a photo earlier. I'll tell you after.
No, I'm done. The end.
Oh, well.
I have one more, but I'm done.
Okay. Well, I'm going to talk about another painting of a boy. It just seems to all be. Why are they always boys? Why are they always little boys that are haunted?
Do we need to? I don't know. Ask our 3 boys.
Well, here's the thing. Have you ever been to my place? You've seen my wall, and I've got a really old photo of a woman we call Mabel because we don't know who she is. And she came from the escape room that I worked at. And beside her is a painting of a little boy who we called Harold, and we used to joke was the actual version of him as a
real life Harold.
A real life Harold. Anyways, he's on my other wall. He also came from the escape room. We have no idea. Oh, Harmony.
Don't go down there.
Oh, don't go down there. Don't go down Harmony.
Okay.
If you live in Oshawa, don't go down Harmony. But yeah, so it's really funny. So they've been on my walls for God knows how long, ever since the escape room closed. And Harold, the boy painting, was above Jay's computer. Now, a few years ago, we went to the States and we investigated, I think it was Hinsdale for the first time. And so it was like 2 years ago. And then we stopped at Hobby Lobby on the way back, and Jay bought himself and he bought Ethan some car photos, like pictures to put on the wall. So what does he do? He comes home and he takes Harold off the wall and puts him on the floor and puts his painting up. Well, doesn't shit hit the fan for the next 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Like everything you could think that could go wrong went wrong. Like it was just a nightmare 2 weeks. And I looked at Jay and I said, do you ever think that maybe it's because you took Harold off the fucking wall? And he's like, right? And so I was like, fine, I will just put him back. So I took another thing down off the wall that I didn't really, it was just a newspaper article. And I put Harold back up. And guess what? Everything got better. One lady here. So everything got better. So I don't know, is my boy Harold picture cursed or haunted and he was just not happy with being on the floor? Jay? Or is that just pure happenstance, coincidence, whatever you want to call it?
Look forward.
If anyone's interested in that photo, it's going free, by the way.
No, it's not.
I was just gonna say the only way you'll really know if it's cursed is if you take it down again and see what happens.
No, that's quite all right. I don't
got a
want
photo
that.
for you guys.
No, nobody wants that photo. But anyways, I took a picture of it earlier, so we could.
They might hear you, eh?
Not that. An idiot. Anyways, I took a photo of painting Harold earlier when he said take photos, I was like, oh shit, I did. But anyways, that's my story. Other than Harold here of my,
Well, I have one last one here, which is kind of a 2-for-1er. So, the goddess of death statue, aka the woman from Lemb.
He's in the corner. He literally is in the corner.
He does literally sit in the corner.
And he sits in the corner behind the door. He's always in the corner.
So the goddess of death statue, also known as the woman from Leb or the Lemba lady, is an ancient limestone figure. It is infamous in paranormal folklore for allegedly bringing sickness, misfortune, and death to anyone who dares to own or handle the statue. So the original sculptor is unknown. It was crafted in Cyprus around 3500 BC. Archaeologists believe it served as a fertility symbol or a representation of a goddess. The statue earned its ominous nickname due to a chilling urban legend that claims died.
That died. The urban
It
legend.
claims it has wiped out generations of its owners, according to the folklore. The curse unfolded like this. The very first owner was Lord Elfont. Within 6 years of acquiring the statue, sometime in the late 19th century, all 7 members of his family had died of a mysterious, unexplained cause. The second owner, Ivor Menussi, he and his entire family perished within 4 years, again, all dying of a mysterious and unknown circumstance. Owner number 3, Lord Thompson Noel, his family also all passed away within 4 years. Reports of death say the entire family died suddenly. Owner number 4. I've been here for centuries. Owner 4, Sir Alan Biverbrook. He, his wife, and 2 of his daughters died. Before the statue could wipe out the rest of the family, his surviving sons donated it to the Royal Scottish Museum in Edinburgh. The museum curator, according to legend, who handled the statue of the museum, died suddenly and mysteriously within a year of taking possession of it. So it still sits in, well, some say it's back in Cyprus. This says that it's still in the Scottish Museum in Edinburgh. But there's also one more. So there's another goddess of death. This is a statue of the most famous and misunderstood pieces of cemetery folklore in the United States. It is a large bronze statue standing over the grave of Dexter Graves in Graceland Cemetery. First of all, Dexter Graves is a great name. Sounds like a fake name, but it's a great name. The statue's actual name is Eternal Silence. It was sculpted by Lorado Taft, a well-known American sculptor, and unveiled in 1909. River. The statue shows a hooded, seated female figure draped in dark robes with a hidden or shadowed face, sitting motionless on a throne-like chair. The figure symbolizes death, mourning, silence, and the mystery of the afterlife. Its eerie appearance, especially the obscured face and dark bronze surface, gave rise to the nickname the Goddess of Death. Over the decades, the statue became surrounded by paranormal legend because people claimed its eyes would glow at night, it moves and changes expression. If you look directly into the face, it causes people to go mad or even die. Ghostly figures appear around it, and touching it brings bad luck. One famous urban legend said, there's bad energy. One famous urban legend says anyone who sees the statue's face will likely die very soon afterwards. Another story says if you touch the statue, your hand will darken permanently or become cursed.
Oh no.
I know. So there's no evidence of any of these claims, but the statue's unsettling design,
Obviously.
throw it away. The statue's unsettling design and it being at a cemetery helped fuel the myth. Likely, it's just embellished ghost stories. Although the grave does exist, and apparently it's pretty good. I can't believe I didn't look at it.
You didn't look at it.
I can't believe I didn't even look it up. But anyways, she appears in a lot of ghost books, paranormal documentaries, cemetery tours, and of course, horror photography collections.
Cool.
So don't go messing with her at the cemetery. And as for that fertility statue, also known as the goddess of death. So my ex-sister-in-law, long before I knew her, they were trying to get pregnant and she couldn't. And someone told her, Ripley's Believe It or Not, when they were in Niagara, there were 2 fertility statues that came by because they used to like have different things come in. And so she decided to go because she's like, what the fuck? I'll give it a try. And she went. And within a month of touching these statues, she got pregnant. So had a beautiful, healthy baby girl. And within a month of her having the baby, she was telling someone the story. And she's like, here, I have a picture of me touching the statues. And she took out the picture and she was showing the person the picture and proceeded to get pregnant basically that week. So now that picture is in like a frame. And she's like, I'm never touching that picture. Cancer. That's not
This
very
one said need help. Jordan, need help.
Jordan need help cancer. Okay, that's a little not fun. My son's name's Jordan. And so she is so convinced that touching these statues, it's not so much a curse, but of course it has this, I don't know, thing to it.
Isn't your son's birthday this weekend?
Yep.
What's it? Is he a Taurus?
Yep.
Oh, one shy from Cancer.
I know.
Oh,
No, he's a Taurus.
Anyways, go on. I was just thinking.
I don't know anyone that would be a Cancer. But yeah, so even the picture itself, she believes, is cursed in that sense, that if you touch it, you'll get pregnant.
Yeah, great.
So, fun fact.
Well, I think that's there's tons of other items out there, and a lot of them are paintings.
I know.
Like, and weird things. Like, there's a set of bunk beds. If anybody's ever read about those ones, they made it on Unsolved Mysteries. Okay, like it was a secondhand bunk bed, and those bunk beds cost a lot of shit, like scary stuff, right? Like, yeah, like Laura. Anyways, but like, I know bunk beds are the least thing you would think would be haunted, but
I know.
But
there is a haunted / cursed bed.
Useless.
Wow, thanks. Thanks a lot. I can't think. I think it was on a Ghost Adventures episode. I'll have to think about that. And it's like if you lay in this bed, you're supposed to be dead or something.
No.
Obviously that didn't happen.
No, it didn't. But yeah. But anyways, yeah, tons of haunted. Most of them are dolls. Again, dolls and paintings, but we're gonna do a whole episode probably after our little summer vacation about haunted dolls, because there's plenty of them out there.
Oh, so many.
Including another Harold.
That's hilarious.
Which I didn't really realize until they're like, Harold a doll. And I was like, well, wait a second.
My Harold? You're famous. What did he say?
900 BC.
Oh, I thought he said, I'm going to need to pee. I was like, whoa.
Listen, man, no. No, if I get up and he's got a wet spot underneath him, that's it. He'd be sitting on a plastic bag for the rest of his life.
I used to have one of those dolls, Baby Wets Herself, or whatever it was called. What was the point of that doll?
It's a knife.
Yeah.
But
why
anyway.
did we have dolls that just had a hole in its private area and you would just put water in its mouth and it would just piss everywhere?
Okay,
why is that fun?
Have you not seen the dolls they have nowadays? Like the pooping flamingo, where like you put the little pellet and it sits on a toilet and it's like, and then it's like, I have to poop, and then it poops. Yeah, Google it.
What the?
Just Google it. Don't
what
worry.
are you Googling?
Just Google pooping flamingo.
You're following you.
Who Googles that?
Toy.
We're following you. Okay.
It shows. But anyways. But if you have a haunted object or cursed item, we'd love to hear about it. Or you have a story of one, you can send it to us because we'd like to hear about. And if you want to just get rid of it, hey, donations accepted.
Absolutely.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Kaz needs a display case.
Yeah. In my Odyssey's barn that I have on the go.
Yeah. So you can send us those stories or pictures or whatever to our email. So paranormalpodcast@gmail.com, PAREHNORMAL podcast@gmail.com. Or you could post on our Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or wherever else we post. I don't even know anymore. Just probably those. But yeah, that's it for this episode.
Say bye, boys.
Next week,
Quiet.
Sue.
Sue.
I know. The next week's episode is about, I think it's protection stuff.
Right.
How, yeah. So, like, how to protect yourself, ways, I don't know. Protection, I don't know. That's what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Still have to do some research. But anyways, have a great
I
weekend.
need more energy.
Boy, you ain't getting it from me.
Yeah. Not my end either.
Have a great weekend
I've been
because
waiting for you.
Okay. He's
I was
waiting
gonna
for
say,
you.
it's the long weekend because now it's Sunday of the long weekend, and we will have just investigated Kawartha Settlers Village for the public for the first time this year. So they have been waiting for us.
Contentment.
Oh, good. That's good. But yeah, so that's where we'll be, or where we've been, I should say, because this airs after. So, but anyways, have a great week, everyone. Enjoy the long weekend. See you next week.
Bye. Bye. Bye.